Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. Today is the 5th of May. It's a Sunday.
In the year of our Lord 2019.
I'm your host, Mick. I'm joined by
Jesse Bich
and
Landon Browning
and
Benjamin Stuart.
Hello.
Woo!
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Jesse, you weren't here last week.
I was not.
So you missed some Endgame talk.
I did.
Avengers Endgame. So just give us kind of your non-spoiler opinion on the movie.
It was pretty good. I liked the beginning part, and I liked.
God dang it.
And I liked the.
Then you fell asleep.
Yeah,
I liked the beginning.
I didn't
the
fall
middle
asleep
was okay.
during this movie.
In the end, I was asleep.
I actually did not fall asleep during this.
That's
movie.
surprising because
Yeah.
it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
I also picked a really early showtime, so I wouldn't fall asleep. But I liked it as a whole, and the ending, battle scene was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Well, now Ben knows that there's a battle scene.
There's a battle scene?
There's a battle scene.
Hey,
Oh, the
Jesse.
movie?
Oh,
No
man.
Next you're going to tell me there's a love interest.
Don't say it. He can neither
next-
confirm nor deny that there's a love interest.
Next you're going to tell me there's a beginning, middle, and end.
No way, really?
Do you plan on seeing it, Ben, at any point? Or...
Gosh, I
You should
didn't...
probably see it.
I know,
it's worth seeing.
You have Netflix, right?
Yes, I do.
Then
You can see Infinity
watch
War.
Infinity
Yeah.
War on Netflix,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it's one of those movies that you probably want to see in theaters. You know, it's a big event film.
Yeah, like you said, I should watch it on Netflix because I haven't seen the one before it even, so I don't know I don't feel so good, Mr. Roboto or whatever. You know?
That one's a good movie,
Roboto.
too.
I know.
Watch that one, watch that on, a Saturday, and then on a Sunday, go see Endgame.
Yes.
No, okay. So were you guys going to talk about it? Spoilers? Are you going to continue your...
No,
We did that last
that's
week.
pretty
No,
much
yeah.
it.
That's why I wasn't here.
I liked it a lot. The battle scene, the end battle scene was cool. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say
Okay.
about it.
Out of 10, what would you give it?
Probably a solid 7.5 or an 8.
Okay.
That's about where we were. Maybe a
Yeah.
little bit lower. I think we all liked it a little bit more, but
Yeah, I think I said it was an 8 for me. I think.
8 out of 8.
Player don't hate.
Player don't hate.
okay. So yeah, okay.
Yep.
Jesse, why don't you tell us about your incident with your murder weapon?
My murder weapon. Okay, so my neighborhood has a neighborhood watch page on Facebook where everybody in my neighborhood can post. This is what's happening in my house. Somebody broke into it, or there's cops down in this area or whatever, and people are just posting on it all the time.
It's just to give people a heads up.
Yeah, pretty much. But a couple weeks ago,
If there's a sale on milk at the local grocery store, it's hey,
sometimes that's what
watch
people,
out for this.
A lot of people also use it for lost dogs and stuff. But
Lost dogs and
I
milk
wanna,
on sale.
I want to divert real quick. Just the lost dog. When you see the lost cat sign, that's saying dead cat.
There's a dead cat somewhere.
Well, a cat can take care of itself.
Yeah.
The dog
pretty much.
The dog needs the human.
Yeah.
But a couple months ago, I borrowed a hammer from my brother who lives literally right around the corner from me.
Just a block away.
Yeah, literally just a block away from me. I borrowed a hammer from him because I needed to borrow his hammer. And
Yeah.
For hammer stuff.
for hammer stuff.
Hammer time.
And I returned it to him.
What did you need it for?
Because
when I think of you and tools, it just doesn't match
It's
up.
incompetence.
Something's out of place.
You're trying to screw something in with this hand. You're oh my gosh, why won't it work?
I used the teeth end of that nut.
He's hammering tiles onto his tile floor.
Why do they keep breaking?
I don't understand.
I can't remember what it was for, but I borrowed his hammer, and then the next day I went to return it to him, and right before I left, I tried to walk down and not be conspicuous or suspicious or anything about it.
There's your first mistake.
But I texted my wife right before I left the house. I was like, it'll be really funny if this if me walking down the street to return my brother's hammer ends up on our Facebook watch page on Facebook.
Oh wow.
And then so I walk back, or I go to return it. I return it,
Jeez, man.
and on my way back, I checked Facebook just to see, and there's a picture of my face. And there's this 20-some-year-old.
How'd they get a picture of you?
Just my neighbors were like,
Did
How
They're
sad
on the
is it-
watch.
How sad
They're
is it
doing
that
their
they were
job.
that bored, they had that much time, the 2-minute window that they could have gotten the picture.
They're just
It was-
waiting
yeah.
for the neighborhood murder.
It would have been better if it was 12-year-old kids seen walking with hammer.
It was
just a picture of you.
it was a Saturday morning at 8:30 in the morning or whatever, and
Prime time for.
there's just a
Hammer
picture of
murder.
me holding a hammer, walking down the street to return it to my brother, and
So funny. I can
and
picture that.
I
It's
had
not
to-
threatening at all.
yeah, I should have screen capped the post and showed you guys, but
Did you comment on it and be like, that's me?
yeah, I was like, that's me. I was just returning my brother's hammer. Don't worry about it.
You should have been like, I've never seen that man in my life.
And the people were like, oh man, we're sorry. We just kind of saw a guy walking down the street with a
wow.
hammer. Yeah.
So do you know which neighbor it was?
I can guess because
Do you know their address?
I
Say
do
them by
actually.
name.
But I'm not going to.
Let's hear their name, social
So-
security.
So these people know you.
No, they just live in
They
my
do
neighborhood.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
funny.
Yeah,
Well,
that's funny.
the craziest part of that story is that you needed a hammer for something.
You
needed
don't
to
own
do
a hammer either.
Yeah, how do you not own a hammer?
I feel like that's
I
pretty...
think
Do
we
you own a screwdriver?
own all the tools and stuff. We just couldn't
All the
find
tools. You own all the
All
tools. Okay.
the tools.
All
we
the
just
tools.
we just couldn't find the hammer, and I was like, Brandon, I need a hammer. So I texted him, and he's like, yeah, come get it. So I went and got it, and then returned it, and that happened.
Yeah,
Exciting.
There's way more.
Very
There's way
exciting.
more ways we could roast you for that, but
Too tired.
yeah, too
tired.
Just too much effort.
I think the roasting just does it on its own. at this
Roast
point.
yourself. I grow weary.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Peter Mayhew passing away?
Yeah, it sucks. It's another one.
For those of you who don't know, that's the guy that played Chewie in the original trilogy and some parts in the newer trilogy.
I'm seeing that all over Facebook.
Yeah, it's sad. I think it was 47 or sorry, 74. 74.
Oh, wow.
It's geez, man, he was
Died young,
he was
you
so
know.
young when he played.
I mean, that's how it goes for tall people.
He was 7'4" or something.
Well, I mean,
like that.
that's a pretty old age for someone that tall and
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that getting to that point where we're starting to lose that generation of
It is weird.
well-known actors and people that have impacted our childhood with, the Star Wars and Indiana Jones and all the Spielberg movies, just that kind of generation. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. It's just all that talent. Now we all this junk coming out.
What's your favorite Chewie moment?
Oh, that's a good question. When he goes, I think that's my favorite part.
Somebody get this carpet out of the way.
I don't know. Probably when he's playing the game with C-3PO.
Yeah.
And C-3PO's beating him.
Yeah.
Right. And Han's he's gonna rip your arms off.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite moment.
Yeah. Good classic Chewie.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Chewie moment, Mick?
I don't know. There's good ones. I think it was really good in the Solo movie, Han Solo movie.
Yeah. Did he play him? Didn't
He might have done a little bit, but I think it was mainly the new guy that did a lot of the stuff in The Force Awakens.
I think wasn't he wheelchair bound or something like that?
I don't think he was bound. I think he was having trouble
as
walking
assistance or
at
something.
that point, but
Is that just because when you're so big that you break
I
down
think
faster?
so, yeah. And plus, he was getting old.
It's
Yeah.
harder for your heart to pump blood to your body. Science fact for you.
It has to work a lot harder.
Yeah, it does.
Science checker Ben on the
Yeah,
case.
that's Oh well, another one down.
Oh well, Landon.
I'm just saying.
Oh
sad.
my
like,
God.
It's just sad. It's another. Like it's just another one. Like that just.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, kind of like it's like.
You guys are cruel.
And another one.
Well, no, it's just like. Well, it's like it's just gonna make it that much sadder. It's like it's just another one. It's like I mean, like the next one. You know, I mean, it's Mark Hamill, and then.
Yeah, like Harrison. Like, can you imagine Harrison Ford? Like,
That'd be yeah.
gosh,
He's getting up there too. He's like.
He's getting up there. I mean, just a while ago we lost Stan Lee. Like,
Yeah.
that was tough. It's hard. Like, just the amount of impact that, like, a handful of people like that have on a lot of people is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Iconic
sad to see
people,
them
yeah.
go. But luckily we still have some people around, so.
Yep.
Hopefully get a lot more enjoyment out of them.
Yeah.
So, moving on to something more exciting and funny. So we, a couple of us went to dinner last night, and Landon got a little liquid courage in him, and decided to ask out a waitress.
Yeah.
How's that process, Landon?
It was a little bit of the liquid courage, a little bit of the boys being there to back me up.
Yeah.
It was a what's the term? Perfect storm.
Yeah.
The event. I mean, I would have been there with some of my other friends. The motivation probably wouldn't.
It was Ben, myself, and Landon that were there, and
And
Ben and I were like
we were good.
probably the best wingmen ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the type of storm that you can't buy insurance for.
You couldn't. Nothing was stopping it. The damage was going to be done.
The levees broke.
Yeah. But yeah, I got there earlier than everybody else. She carded me for the beer I got, and that kind of like started the conversation because she started asking like what I did for work and stuff. Because my driver's license says I'm from the Tri-Cities because I turned 21 down there.
Right.
So I had to renew my license, so I have my Tri-Cities address on there, and I just never bothered changing it because it seemed pointless to go and pay another $50 to renew it or whatever to get license changed. So she was asking all about living in the Tri-Cities, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not from that hellhole. She's like, yeah, Tri-Cities is terrible, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, I should probably change it. And she like smiled at me. She's like, no, you shouldn't change it. It's part of you. And like walked away, and like me being like just the stupid, I was like,
Did you ever think she meant like, please go back? I don't want you around.
I don't know, but like,
Yeah, you should move back.
yeah, like
You should definitely
go back.
stay there. Nobody wants you here.
Yeah, but then you guys got there, and what was it? She asked us what we were doing.
Yeah, like anything for fun or whatever. I had said I just watched Avengers Endgame again, and she really didn't seem interested in that at all.
Oh, she like was just like cool, like.
And then she asked me if I had seen Game of Thrones, and I was like, I don't watch it, and that was like the perfect end
It
for
was,
you.
yeah.
You were like, whoa, I watched it.
Yeah, I'm like, I love that show. And like it was like, all right, Ben and Mick have been eliminated.
Yeah, I think being a good wingman is you have to have a perfect balance of putting yourself down, but also building up the person that you're being the wingman for.
So-
and I think Ben and I nailed it.
No, you guys did.
There was a part where I said, you two should watch it together.
Yeah, and that was weird, but like she remembered that later.
Yeah.
So she said that, and we talked about Game of Thrones, and she said she hadn't watched the latest episode, which is a really good one. So I told her that she should watch it.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, and so she left her away, and then Ben's like, "Okay, you have to. When we leave, you have to ask her."
I told him the plan. I told him the blueprints for the plan.
Yeah, Ben gave me the perfect plan.
And then you immediately failed that plan and
I
did your
went
own thing.
So the plan was just to casually mention when she came back with the checks, be like, "Hey, if you ever want to watch Game of Thrones together, here's my number. Just give me a call." Or whatever. Like smooth.
Yeah.
To the point.
So smooth.
So smooth. But
What actually came out?
I started like gurgling and making weird noises. But no, she came back, and then she asked me. She came back with the checks, and she asked me. She's like, "So when do you normally watch Game of Thrones?" And I was like, the night it airs. And like, and she was like, "Well, I'll probably catch up." But she had said she like was scared to finish the show because she like doesn't want it to be over. And that's the moment.
Yeah.
I knew it was the moment.
Yeah.
You guys knew it was the moment. Like I locked eyes with everybody in the scenario. This was the moment that I was supposed to just be like, "Well, you should come over and watch it with me
Beads of
sometime."
sweat
Boom.
rolling
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Describe how you were feeling.
Oh, I was panicky.
Right.
My
Dude,
face was red.
Your face is red
My
now.
face was so red. I get a red face really easily, especially when I'm like
Plus you had,
nervous.
like, 2
and I
drinks
had
at that point.
I had 2 beers at this point, so I was like all sorts of messed up. Like, and so I just I like whiffed, like there was probably 25 seconds of really awkward conversation with her. It was
You were interrogating her as to why.
It was very weird banter.
Yeah.
Well, you were like, are you like scared, or you don't want to watch it? Like,
I didn't know. I was whiffing on how to approach it.
Yeah.
But then I eventually did ask her. I'm like, hey, well, if you want to watch it with somebody, if that's like makes it better, I could leave you my number. We could watch it sometime. And she was like, yeah, sure, you can leave it. And I was like, oh god, so I write it down.
So at this point, it seemed like, she was just kind of like this is getting away from this situation.
Yeah, this is bad. So I write the number down on the check. She takes mine and Ben's cards for our meals, and she forgets yours.
She forgets Mick's.
Yeah, so it's like, oh god, now, I'm like, all right, she walks away, you guys are laughing at me, I'm laughing at myself. I'm like, this is so bad. It could have been so good.
I wanted to leave.
Did you want to leave?
A little bit. Yeah.
Was it that tense?
It wasn't tense. It was just bad. It was just.
I was having a great time. It was hilarious.
Yeah. So I mean, this is probably the first time that I made any attempt on asking a girl out in probably 3 or 4 years. So
no.
But then she came back and she got your check and she mentioned to me not to take the receipt because it's still the number on it. She's like, I haven't written it down yet. So I was like, okay, she's probably just trying to be nice and
right.
But whatever, and we paid for
it. And to be clear, she is very nice and
oh yeah, she's very friendly,
very sweet, and
very friendly waitress.
Yeah.
But when we got up to leave, she smiled at me when we were all done. She's like, "Well, I guess I'll see you during the next Game of Thrones." And I was like,
"She's gonna call you tonight, man. I'm telling you."
She's what?
She's gonna call you tonight.
You think so?
You. Maybe.
I don't know. She says that, and then I walk.
They have up until the show starts for
some kind of So
yeah.
I walked out of B-dubs feeling pretty good. It's like you playing football, throw 4 interceptions, and somehow you still maybe can win the game.
But you got the last cup of Gatorade.
Yeah, but me being the person who I am, I couldn't just enjoy the moment. Probably.
Well, immediately you started saying
minutes,
I definitely wrote down the wrong number.
I
have to go back and check.
In my mind, I'm this could, I'm what happens if I somehow on my panic state wrote down the first 3 digits of my personal number and the last 4 of my work number just in a panic and
I get it. Yeah.
And it turns out she actually wanted to go out with me, but she texted
Landon, you just wrote down a bunch of letters and chicken scratch.
Yeah, I had a Charlie Day moment. Always Sunny, it's just illegible. But
so do.
So we'll get back to you all on the updates.
Next
on the Landon relationship front.
Yeah, probably.
We're eagerly awaiting.
You guys want to make bets on what do you guys think the odds are?
Not even close.
You don't think there's any close odds? Your brother Dave told me he thought it was 90% that she calls me.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's what Dave said.
That high?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that high, but
I would say it's alright.
I'd say it's a 50-50.
I'm gonna go.
Ben was really unimpressed.
Yeah.
But my thought is, if with how bad it was, and she still, because she had seemed interested in me.
She is the one that came back and said, "I will, I'll see you during the next episode."
Yeah, and that was the third time she came back. She came to get the things.
Okay.
I whiffed the thing, and then she came back and told me not to take the number.
Exactly.
And then told me that I guess I'll see you during the show. Unless she's was just trying to be nice,
super nice about it,
or just be really mean about it,
or be really mean.
Yeah, just make it
a bit of both, right?
Yeah.
She went home and told all her friends, "I got this crazy kid's number from."
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably flattering, to have someone give you their number. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but in a work environment.
No.
I mean, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It felt good, though.
Yeah, she didn't seem, upset or disgusted or anything like that.
She didn't say no.
Yeah.
No. She could have,
Yeah.
So, she might get a hold of you. She might. You just don't know.
Yeah, you
don't know.
I definitely didn't struggle sleeping last night.
Up all night, huh?
I'll give it a 65% chance then.
Jesse's gonna go 65.
You went up 65. Okay.
You know what? 100%. 100%. I'll be your only 100.
I'm gonna go with a 50-50 coin toss.
What's the most you ever
What's
lost?
the most you've ever lost?
A date with a girl. That's the most I've ever lost.
Okay, well, I think we're all excited to hear about what comes out of that.
Yeah. It was fun, though.
Yep, it was fun. Okay, let's talk about a trailer that came out just a couple days ago.
Yes.
Oh, good lord.
It's the Sonic movie trailer.
Oh my god.
Gotta go fast.
Any initial thoughts on how this movie is going to be?
Just meow. That's it.
Whoever chose the trailer, the music for that trailer, like, who thinks Coolio's Gangster's Paradise goes perfectly with Sonic the Hedgehog?
You know, when I think Sonic the Hedgehog, I think Gangster's Paradise. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I mean, Sonic is a gangster, right?
Yes,
trying to collect all those coins.
Sonic is a gangster.
That's my understanding, right?
Oh, man.
Not even gonna talk about the face and
the face is bad.
Oh, we gotta talk about the face.
It's nightmare fuel.
It was so
It's
bad. It was so bad. The director came back and was like, "We're gonna re-edit it. We're gonna do all the animated stuff."
Especially with animation, like you can't judge the movie off of a trailer, the first trailer, when it comes to animation. Like so many things change from the first trailer to the actual release of the movie. So, you know, it could end up being like really good looking, but just based on this trailer, it looked terrible. It looked bad.
Honestly, also to the writing, like that's the thing. Like they can't salvage the writing. Like if they make Sonic look better, like the writing's still gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is Eggman.
Well, Jim Carrey looks terrible.
He looks bad.
He looks terrible. Like
people are saying that Jim Carrey will carry the movie. But if the writing's bad, like just based on the jokes that he was telling to that general or whatever, it was supposed to be funny. Like, nope, no one cares. Like, that's not funny.
No, that's stuff that like 8-year-olds.
It was like early 2000s humor.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
And the thing is, like most of the I don't like it that the people outcried so much and said that like there was so much outcry for people to change the movie. Like I think that's kind of like childish. Like especially because most of those people aren't even probably gonna go see it.
Yeah.
You know, like this audience is gonna be for kids. It's gonna be a kids movie that like you take your brat 8-year-old to like just get them out of the house because you're about ready to like strangle them. So it's like,
I mean, I would like to think that there's more than what we saw in the trailer, but I just sincerely I think what we saw in the trailer is gonna be it.
Yeah, that's probably.
I mean, they tried to like sneak something in at the end where Jim Carrey looks more like Dr. Robotnik.
Right, like with the huge mustache.
Yeah,
still looked bad.
That was terrible.
It did, but there's like giant mushrooms, so it's like I like. Is this like the story of how Robotnik gets into Sonic's universe and he kind of goes mad chasing after Sonic and like, I mean. Because isn't Robotnik his whole thing in the games is going after the wildlife, right? Like little animal creatures, and so maybe that kind of fits. You know, I just it's probably gonna suck. It's gonna blow.
It's gonna be terrible.
It's not even gonna be good to watch as a joke. I think.
I'm still
gonna watch it.
I'm looking up the director for this film, and his past work as a director. He directed something in 2004 called Gopher Broke.
Oh no!
What?
Everyone look up Gopher Broke.
Like
Gopher Broke.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That looks bad.
So this is the director of the Sonic movie.
The director.
Yeah,
He's done visual effects work with Where the Wild Things Are, which that looked good.
It was mediocre though too.
Maybe you should have.
I think.
That.
Was Where the Wild Things Are, was that mediocre too? I think it was.
I think it looked great, but
okay.
I don't think that was that.
Is this guy doing the graphical designs? Or
No, he's the director
of the movie.
It's not good.
No.
It's one of those.
And like Jason Marsden is in this movie.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, even Jim Carrey's a pretty good like. I mean, he's not been too much great stuff lately.
Lately, yeah, it's been.
He had that show on Showtime, I think. What was it called? You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
He was in a program where he kind of was like supposed to play like a Mr. Rogers kind of guy.
Are you talking about Jason Marsden?
No, I'm talking about James Marsden.
Or James, sorry.
And
James.
but no, I'm talking about Jim Carrey was in a show.
Oh, I have no idea.
On Showtime that is supposed to be really good. Like he plays a children's like TV guy, but like he's like a really messed up person.
Man, when you have 8 people writing this movie,
oh no,
that's not a good sign.
8 people?
8 writers. Gosh.
I bet it's like below 30% Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's probably lower.
When can we expect the rating?
When does it come out? It's like June if they don't push it to be animated.
Oh yeah, weren't they waiting? Yeah.
It's gonna be such a waste because they're not gonna sell more tickets because of reanimating it.
Tim Miller is one of the producers. He directed Deadpool and he was a writer with Love, Death and Robots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one good person. I mean, it seems so disjointed. Like, what?
And this is like the early reactions to this one trailer. But at the same time, if your first trailer isn't amazing, it doesn't bode well for the movie to come.
Even when they announced the movie, nobody thought it was gonna be good. Like, nobody's like, "Yep, the Sonic movie. That's what we."
Like, doesn't this seem like it's like, I don't know, like 20 years too late?
Yeah.
If he doesn't collect a ring within the first 20 minutes of the movie, I'm walking out.
Okay.
How do you guys think it's gonna start? Like
probably with.
Are they gonna start in Sonic's world? Like
probably with like the
Green
Zone music or something.
Are they gonna show Rouge the Bat? Oh boy.
Oh, come on.
Or Tails.
It's a children's movie, Ben.
No, Tails.
I know. Well, have you played the Sonic games? Rouge the Bat's like creepy, man.
Wow, it's releasing in November?
What day?
I thought it was supposed
November
to be June.
8th.
Oh, 4 days after my birthday.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
okay.
Birthday present.
That doesn't seem like...
Late
I'm trying to think
birthday
of
for me.
what month December or November is for movies. Like, building up to December,
I feel like
that's kind of a dumping ground.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's kind of changed because February used to be like that, and now quite a bit of good movies have been released in February. But yeah,
it's gonna be terrible.
The like to dislike ratio on YouTube right now is 320K upvotes to 560K downvotes.
Oh.
So some people like this.
I don't know who.
I don't know.
Like, if you're a Sonic, if you like are a legit Sonic fan, like if you love Sonic.
I can think of one Sonic fan that we know.
I used to be a
Sonic fan.
It's saying the budget is estimated at $90 million.
Oh my God.
It's got to be more than that with all the visual effects. Like,
it's estimated though.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey's not cheap either. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's probably expensive, and yeah, this will be a great movie.
just a little bit that I saw of Sonic's personality. The real Sonic wouldn't say meow. I don't know. Wasn't Sonic always like
he's
really
a
cocky?
hedgehog?
I know. Well,
He's
no,
really cocky,
but
though.
wasn't he always like really cocky? You know, and like really like, hey guys, gotta go fast. Like that's kind of what it was, right?
Yes.
He seems too normal. Like
He seems weird.
It doesn't really. I don't really believe that he just got teleported into another dimension. You know, like if that's the story they're going with, or alien, or whatever.
And honestly, I feel like the movies where it has a combination of like these animated animal things mixed with humans, like I feel like those never turn out well.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
Like there was a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie that was like that. There was
wasn't that like early 2000s or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like 2004.
What about Detective Pikachu? Like that's kind of the same thing, right?
I have hopes for that
I've
one.
been hearing good reviews about that one actually.
Ryan
But what
Reynolds,
universe does it
Pikachu.
take place?
That's a well,
deep cut.
OG 151. Man.
It just seems like they miscast Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Like, I get it, he's not like the Pikachu we all know and love, but like, I just hear Deadpool. You know, that's I don't hear Pikachu. I hear Deadpool not swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
at least it seems like that movie knows what it is. Though.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
It knows it's not going to be special or like long.
And I would argue to say that there's a lot more Pokemon fans than Sonic fans.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that probably want a Pokemon movie more than
not many people
Sonic
hate
movie.
Pokemon either. It's like there's fans and there's people that just don't care. Like a lot of people hate Sonic. Like they hate him and they hate like all his games. Like
it's probably because he's too OP in freaking Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, super S tier, S rank character fighter right there.
Go. Yeah.
But that being said, Landon, you're very interested in seeing.
Oh, I'll definitely go see it.
Because you're a big Sonic fan. Right?
I was. I used to be really big. Like it was was actually bad. Like my Sonic addiction was really bad.
How bad was it? What your average day as a Sonic fan?
It's not like you dyed your hair
Well,
blue or
no,
anything.
like the moment that it was out of control was I slept walked to my like computer, turned it on, like put Sonic Racing in, and like just sat like blaring, like staring at like the like
sleep talking. Gotta go fast.
So my parents found me. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" And they like banned me from playing Sonic for like a month because like it was.
So you had your like blue mohawk.
And
You did have a blue one.
I didn't have a blue one. I had a normal.
You had
one.
your Sonic ring earrings on while you're playing Sonic
Your
Racing.
red tennis shoes.
So in Sonic Racing,
you dyed your body blue.
Yeah.
Except for the chest and hands.
Yeah. Just imagine that.
But like Sonic, like really, like even the best, like if you want to say best Sonic games are like still way inferior to Mario. Like they're just not great like games.
Yeah, like I'd never played any Sonic games, but just like watching gameplay of it, I'm just like I don't know what I'm looking at here.
It's so counterintuitive. Like it's a game about going fast, but then like it throws like platforming sections which makes you slow down.
Yeah.
So it's like
I could never get past it. They always frustrated me. Then the 3D ones are just like...
Oh,
gosh. I tried a 3D Sonic game and it was like, I can't do this. I can't move my character anywhere where I don't get hit by a building or something.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was on the Game Boy or something. Maybe there was I can't remember. It was when I was younger. I was playing a Sonic game. I was like, I'm not having fun. Like, I played Mario, like Super Mario Bros. 3. You know, I was like, this is fun. Like, it feels good. Sonic... This is personal taste. There's people who do like Sonic. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that you like...
I don't know how you like it. I'm glad that you enjoy more things than I do.
But should they enjoy it?
But should you? Is it right? Just because you can.
When you're a child like I was and you like didn't know what it was like on the other side, you know what I mean? You know?
All your parents would let you play with Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic is safe.
I don't know, Sonic, I mean, like, I'm like 1 to 2, like, there's like an alternate reality where I'm like a furry because of Sonic, you know what I mean? Like, there's an alternate reality where like 2 more years of playing Sonic and like, gone, you know, like, I'm grateful.
Will you dress up to go see this movie?
No.
You'll dye your hair blue.
No.
You will.
No.
I'll be Tails, Landon.
You're gonna ask this waitress girl to go see this movie with you. You're gonna show up with your hair blue, and she's gonna be like,
"Done.
I can't do this."
No, or maybe she's like really into it.
Yeah, she's
she's like dressed up as Tails.
Yeah.
She's like gotta go fast.
Okay.
All right.
Enough of that. Okay, so speaking of video games, are you guys playing any video games right now you want to talk about?
Not really.
I haven't been on PS4 in like a month. Sorry, y'all.
I've been playing
Listen to report.
Siege. Just fighting that
Playing
fight.
Siege?
Yeah, just fighting.
When are you going to be done with Rainbow Six?
No, never.
It makes me mad now. It's too frustrating.
I lose a giant group of my friends for like a good 3 months when you guys are on your Rainbow Six Siege
bender.
Like, and then like eventually you guys say, I hate it and I'm done with it. And then like a month and a half later, you're like,
gotta get back on the siege grind.
New season, new me, back to bronze again.
Time to rank up, baby. Path to Copper starts now.
Yeah, Path to Copper.
I've got 1 boss left before I can roll credits on Bloodborne and move to Sekiro.
So you fought the wheelchair guy?
No, I haven't fought the wheelchair guy. He's
Got
not
from
from
Shigo.
Okay, you have more than one boss.
I know that, but like
You can't say you have one more boss.
That's why I said I said I have 1 more boss.
what is it, Jesse?
until
1
I
boss or 2
can-
bosses?
I said I have 1 more boss until I can roll credits on Bloodborne.
What does that mean?
Oh, okay. So you're choosing a path. You're gonna accept his lame.
I just want to play Sekiro, and I don't want to start that.
Well, if you don't
Until I
really beat
finish.
Bloodborne the real way.
If you really beat
Okay. It is a way, but you're missing like one of the coolest parts of the game because that is. I'm telling you, that fight is like, if you can beat it, man. Like I couldn't against that wheelchair guy. He gets up, his legs are long, they're strong, and
the long strong.
And man, so you're just picking. He's gonna kill you. He's gonna cut off your head.
Yep.
Okay, that's what happens. Yeah, and then you wake up from the hunter's dream.
Yep.
But if you
Man,
if you beat it,
that's so cool.
No,
I wish
that's-
I could.
I
I wish I
know.
was good enough. To
if
play
if
it.
you
It's so
if you
cool.
beat it, you get reborn as one of the what is it called
the great one.
the great old ones or
Reborn
whatever.
is a great one.
Yeah.
But
and you're like, you get held by the doll, and you're like this little squishy squid thing.
I've got
it's wild. Anyway,
I'm like 75 hours into the game. I just want to be done.
So what? So if you like, so you can just choose if he kills you to just let it.
Yeah. Well, you said you're gonna end the hunter stream, and then I think you might become that guy in the wheel. No. Okay. Yeah, you'll become the guy in the wheelchair if you don't beat the next boss. I think. I don't remember actually.
I know all the like. I know I have like 3 bosses total after this current one, but I don't want to.
So which one are you on right now?
I've got to make my way to Murgo's wet nurse.
Oh, fun! That's a cool spot. So you're in like the Cthulhu-esque, like the skies.
Yep.
And like you're around all those monsters that if you look at them, you'll go insane.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, it's such a good game.
I wish I was good enough to play those games.
You just gotta learn the mechanics, man.
Nah,
that's all it is.
I tried.
It's scary. Like you get to that like the school.
Yeah.
And this is freaky.
The lecture, yeah.
And those little squid guys slugging around. Yeah. There's
disgusting.
slug guys. Anyway, yeah.
They drop from the ceiling and spit acid at you or whatever. It's disgusting.
Well, good job, Jesse. You're making it.
You're gonna destroy every ounce of Ben. Like beat the game. Like Ben's just like.
Okay, well I beat Dark Souls 3. Okay, so maybe I'm not too good at these games.
Dragon's Dogma like hundreds of times probably.
Not hundreds. I don't want to talk about it.
Everybody has that game.
Hey, I find people online and they really like it.
I think they're gonna make another one.
It's on Switch.
They're remastering it.
It's on Switch right now.
The remastered one?
Yeah.
No, not the
They're remastering.
They're just putting it on Switch.
No, it's a remaster.
Second, they're gonna make like a Dragon's Dogma 2 or something.
No, it's just
because in Japan they have the Dragon's Dogma online.
That sounds horrible.
I was for a while. I was thinking about getting a non-region locked PS4 so I could play it on PS4. But anyway, it's not worth it. So
yeah,
I would like a second one, but I highly doubt they're gonna make it. So that's okay though.
Yeah,
first one's still good.
Yeah.
It's got a twist at the end, I'm telling you. It's
after like 200 hours of sliding through like terrible graphics.
No, it's not. It's not terrible.
Bad dialogue.
It's good. I think that was my top PS4 sent out. How many months ago? The report on the games that you played and how long you played them, like your top one.
Like the year wrap up.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so mad with mine. It's like Fortnite. I'm like, oh gosh, I just killed myself.
I think Dragon's Dogma was, I can't remember. I think it was first or second on there. It was like way too many hours. I don't remember. Anyway, what's our next topic? Dragon's Dogma isn't a good topic.
I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about more about waitresses?
I heard my phone go off. Could
be a text.
Yeah, who knows? It's either
check it, Landon.
I'm either gonna be. It's either I'm gonna be either really sad
or really happy.
Checking it. I think it was Discord.
Yeah, it was Discord. Frick that. It sucks.
Gets your hopes up, man.
Yeah, I'll either be really sad or really happy next time you hear from me, or who knows? Maybe she'll come over and then it'll be terrible. Like she'll rob me or something.
I would set up a security camera just to be sure. You know,
liability reasons.
Yeah.
I could be hiding in the closet the whole time. If she attacks, I'll be ready. I'll back you up.
You just bust.
I remember watching the show, like, she screamed.
You cough or you sneeze. She's like, what was that?
Nothing. Just something on the TV show.
Is that a
friend
child?
hiding in the closet with the camera?
Is that
like,
a child?
what is going on here?
I can explain.
You maniac! Slaps you and leaves.
No.
You know what that reminds me of? The part in the Sonic trailer. It's so funny. Such a funny joke. Oh, man, when they're, like, in the elevator and Sonic's in the bag. He's in the bag. Like, just, it's so funny. And he sneezes or he coughs or something, and then the person next to him, oh, it's so good. He says, is that a child in your bag? And he's like, yeah, it is.
But it's not mine.
But it's not mine.
So
oh my gosh. Oh, And then Sonic says, "It smells like ham sandwiches and socks." Oh my gosh!
It's like that's like their first foot forward was like, yeah, this is good. This is a winner to put in the trailer.
Oh gosh, it's so bad. Anyway, yeah, Sonic trailer. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot to end.
$250 million right there.
Just flush down the toilet.
What if the movie makes like $200 million opening weekend?
Oh, that'll never happen.
But what if?
Next thing you know, like Sonic's the new Marvel. There's like 20 Sonic movies. Like 10 years.
Knuckles, the arcade now, whatever he is.
Or if there's a crossover. Sonic in the Marvel movies.
Sonic versus the Marvel. Sonic versus the Avengers.
That makes me ill. Seriously. That makes me ill.
That'd be so terrible.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Dude, it could happen. You never know.
So Thanos snapping his fingers would have affected Sonic's universe too, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Sonic. I don't feel so good.
Tails vanishes. Tails! Or, I don't know. Sonic's
That wasn't bad.
I don't feel so good, Sonic. I don't feel so good, Sonic. He's like, yeah, I sound like that voice. And, gosh, I wish I knew the movie so I could make more comments.
Just go watch them.
Yeah, I'll be back with more Sonic Marvel fanfic.
We're all waiting eagerly.
Waiting. Okay. I want it so bad.
Yeah. Alright, well, I got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah,
alright.
It's called a wrap.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. You can also visit our website at www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at HotKeysPodcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HotKeysPodcast. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. And finally, you can also contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.